Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Thelma and Louise. And this movie is directed by Ridley Scott, and it came out in 1991. And I've seen this movie before. I liked it back then, and I think it's a good movie. I think I liked it a bit better the first time, and there wasn't really a whole lot I got out of it this time that I didn't already get out of it the first time watching it. But I still think it's a good movie, even if I still have some issues with it. But what I do like about this movie is that it's very well shot, like all of Ridley Scott's movies. Although with this one, I do have to say that there were points where there were too many close shots, and that was kind of irritating. That was the only thing that was bugging me visually about the movie, is that too many close shots, and it just feels a little too claustrophobic for me, especially in scenes where, like, that's not really the case where you're supposed to be feeling claustrophobic. That's basically my only issue with how the movie is presented visually. And I liked the performances a lot. I thought everyone did a good job, and you have Brad Pitt in this movie. I think this is like the earliest movie I've seen him in. He's not in the movie a whole lot, but he does shine whenever he's on screen. And I like the characters in this movie. I do think that the characters are well defined and they're likable. But whenever the movie's not focused on our two title characters, a lot of people might disagree with me on this one. I'm guessing that they will. But I found the movie to be more engaging when it was not focused on them than it focusing on them. Because at its core, this movie is kind of just a road trip movie, run away from the cops, and that's kind of it. And there isn't really a whole lot else there for me. I do like the message as to what it's saying. It's trying to say, like, how women feel about men, and like just how society views them, and how they look at them. And there's a lot of comments about that, and that stuff I really enjoyed. I thought that was some of the best stuff in the movie. But when it's not doing that, it kind of just feels like we're just showing the same thing over and over again. Like, we're not really being progressed any further. I mean, we are moving from point A to point B, and we're discovering that our two main leads don't really know what they're doing, and they're just on the run because they committed a crime that they don't know how to handle. And that stuff I liked. I just wish that the movie was a bit shorter, is all I really wanted. Like, the cop pulling over our two main leads, like, that could have been taken out. I didn't need that. Despite me kind of enjoying the scene, I just wish that it wasn't in the movie. I kind of wish that it was a deleted scene. But going back to the visuals in this movie, I do like the nice long takes in this movie, because in any other movie it would just be multiple angles and lots of cuts, but instead this movie doesn't do that. It just has like continuous shots that last for like at least 30 seconds sometimes, and that I really appreciate, and it pays off, and it doesn't come across as clumsy whenever they do these long one takes. It's actually kind of neat to look at. And I think out of all of the characters in this movie, I think Hal would be my favorite, played by Harvey Keitel. For me, he's the most likable character in the entire film, and there's a lot to his character, and he's trying to do the best he can to, like, not let the situation get any worse than it already has, and he's like trying to give these girls a chance to like do the right thing, but there's only so much that he can do, and that I really liked. And my only other issue with this movie would be that there was points where it was very clearly being dubbed, and it was very distracting to me. It's kind of weird, because after watching Matchstick Men and just thinking off the top of my head of Ridley Scott's other movies that I really love, like, I didn't really have that issue. I don't remember dubbing in his movies. Maybe I would have to revisit all of his movies again, but this one I was noticing it every once in a while. There would be some dubbing. I was like, why are we doing that? But aside from that, I do think this is a good movie. I enjoyed it enough, and I would recommend that you check it out. So it's a very well made movie, and although it's just a road trip movie, and for me, I wish that it was just shorter. And at the very least, I'm glad that it was well put together. And I haven't even talked about the music, but the music was good. I also liked the soundtrack choices for the film. And the music was composed by Hans Zimmer, for those who don't know. And I thought it was good, and it matched the tone that the movie was going for and complemented it. That's about all I have to say about it. So check this movie out whenever you get the chance. And with all that being said, I'm going to give Thelma and Louise a 7 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of Thelma and Louise, and my social media links. They will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Backcountry. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.